guys, it is your boy Psych Desmond here, and as you can see on screen, I've got some more Black Ops 3 multiplayer gameplay for you guys. Hope you really enjoy this. Today I just want to talk about the lethal and tactical grenades throughout Call of Duty Black Ops 3, so let's get straight into it. Okay, so first up, I think it was pretty evident throughout all the throwable equipment, except for the Tomahawk, the range has been reduced. So for example, the throwing range, so how far you can throw it, that range has all been reduced. And I think this is definitely a design decision to probably make the game more objective based, I guess, because some of the maps, as you may know, you could literally throw a grenade halfway across the map, or maybe even all the way across some of the maps. So you could literally throw a grenade from A flag to land on the C flag on some of the previous Call of Duties, which just isn't really realistic. So I think the devs decided that we need grenades within Call of Duty now, not mortars, and I think this will definitely make it more objective based. So less nades will be coming in from the other side of the map onto the hard point or the B flag. So within actual Call of Duty Black Ops 3, there is the normal frag grenade, which is just a standard throw and it'll blow up. You can cook it, bounce it off walls and all that good stuff. The Semtex, which is basically the exact same from all the previous Call of Duties, you can throw it at a wall and it'll stick to that surface and then eventually blow up after a few seconds. But there is a new one. This will probably be my favorite. It's called the Thermite grenade. This is basically the Molotov cocktail from Call of Duty World at War, if you guys remember that. So when you throw it, whatever it hits, it's going to set on fire, and it's kind of an insta-kill if you direct hit someone, which is pretty awesome, I think. I feel this grenade is going to be very much used within competitive, as you can throw it on a hard point or flag, and it'll just burn up most of that flag, and it'll push the people off it. It should be noted that with Flak Jacket, it'll provide a lot of protection against this grenade, and you won't be able to hurt someone that has Flak Jacket on nearly as much as if they didn't. So the C4 is also back, but this time it's a little bit different. You can't actually detonate the C4 in midair and just get like a quad. So it actually has to land on a surface, whether it be the floor, the wall, the ceiling, a car, or actually a person before you can blow it up, which I feel makes the C4 a little bit more balanced. But to compensate this, Treyarch made the blast radius a lot bigger. So if you throw a C4 out and an enemy walks past, you'll get a little tiny indicator on your screen as well, saying someone just walked past your C4. Now this is actually really balanced. Some people might think this is going to be really overpowered, but it's only really going to be effective in modes like CTF or S&D, because during combat you'll barely notice the little light, and it only pops up. I think it pops up on your heads-up display, so it's only like a little light. You won't even really notice it. So I don't think it's really going to be overpowered at all. There is a new piece of equipment called the Trip Mine, and it's basically just like a bouncing Betty. I guess you could compare it to that. So when an enemy triggers, it'll jump up in the air and detonate about head height, but it also detonates on the floor as well, unlike the bouncing Betty. So basically the only way to get away from it is to quickly use your boost slide and to slide away from the blast. The Tomahawk is back, which is pretty cool. It's just the stock standard Tomahawk. Throw it. If you hit someone, you get a kill, you can go and pick it up. So concussion grenades are also back, as we would expect. They're pretty strong, but you can still use your weapon pretty effectively, unlike within Advanced Warfare, so I think that's really cool. The flashbang is also back. It basically has its own category. It doesn't really slow you down. You can still run and sprint, do all those cool things. But it does blind you pretty badly, and it is pretty bright, so it'll make your screen 100% white if someone gets a direct hit on you. The EMP, it's also back. It's similar to what it's been like in other Call of Duties, but now it doesn't affect your HUD distortion as much, so you can still see your HUD pretty well, but it does shut down all your advanced movements, so you can't wall run, boost jump or boost slide, and it limits your score streaks and equipment. So smoke grenades are back, and basically they're just the exact same as the previous Call of Duty. The smoke's a little bit darker within this one. It's not as white. The trophy system is also back. It works the same. Stock standard, you place it down and it'll protect, a radius around it from all grenades, flashbangs, stuff like that. Finally, the shock charge, it's also back. It's a little less stronger than in Black Ops 2, but I only mean a little bit. It also works in water as well, which is pretty cool. In my opinion, the most effective way to use them would be to throw them on a running wall, and if a player jumps onto that wall to wall run across it, then it'll go off and it'll shock them and they'll just fall off the wall. And if there's no map under there, then you know, they'll fall off the map and you'll get the kill, you know, which is pretty cool. It's always a good feeling when that happens. So, you know, that's all there is, guys. There may be more equipment that will be out within the full release date, or possibly in the beta. I'll have a video on the beta up at a later date. So you guys, thank you so much for watching. If you have learned anything today, then that's great. If you have, then give me a thumbs up. It really helps me out, and I will see you guys in my next video. Take it easy.